Tennessee man arrested with 14 IEDs. Shocking details revealed. Imagine discovering a house filled with explosives right in your neighborhood. That's exactly what unfolded in Tennessee, sending shockwaves through the community. But here's where it gets controversial. On August 2nd, 2025 at 7:09 p.m., a dramatic arrest took place in Old Fort, a quaint town situated approximately 40 miles east of Chattanooga and close to the Georgia border. The suspect, Kevin Wade O'Neill, a 54-year-old local, was apprehended under startling circumstances. Authorities allege that O'Neill not only threatened to kill public officials and law enforcement officers, but also had a cache of 14 improvised explosive devices, IEDs, hidden in his home. The Polk County Sheriff's Office, which led the operation, reported that when investigators arrived to take O'Neill into custody, they found the IEDs, including one that was ominously smoldering in the bedroom. This man arrested in Tennessee with 14 explosives, threats against public officials, an explosive discovery that will shake you to the core. In Old Fort, Tennessee, a routine arrest turned into a high-stakes operation when law enforcement uncovered a stash of improvised explosive devices that could have had disastrous consequences. On Friday, detectives and deputies from the Polk County Sheriff's Office arrived at a residence about 45 miles east of Chattanooga to apprehend a 54-year-old man known for having issued death threats to public officials. In a scene reminiscent of a thriller, officers found him at the scene and upon taking him into custody, detected smoke wafting from a nearby bedroom. Their quick thinking led them to a suspected explosive device, and the house was immediately evacuated to ensure everyone's safety. But here's where it gets controversial. Further investigations by bomb squad experts and agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, ATF, revealed a total of 14 improvised explosive devices hidden within the property. For those new to such cases, an improvised explosive device, IED, is a bomb constructed and deployed in ways that differ from conventional military weapons, often making them unpredictable and particularly dangerous. This stunning discovery has already ignited debates about public safety and security measures in our communities. The suspect now faces severe legal consequences. He has been charged with 11 counts of attempted first-degree murder, 14 counts of possessing prohibited weapons, and 1 count related to the possession of explosive components. Currently held at Polk County Jail, there remains uncertainty as to whether he has legal representation. The jail could not confirm if a lawyer was available to speak with him on the matter. It's important to note that the suspect had previously been under investigation, with active warrants for threatening to kill public officials and law enforcement personnel in our county. Elisa Meisel, the public affairs director for the Chattanooga Police, emphasized via email that none of the 14 devices detonated, ensuring that no explosions occurred during the incident. However, she did not provide further details regarding the timing or nature of the threats, leaving many to wonder if the arrest was prompted by an imminent danger or if it was a culmination of ongoing concerns. And this is the part most people miss. While the initial focus was on the immediate threat posed by these explosive devices, the broader implications of how such dangerous materials ended up in the hands of a single individual are stirring considerable controversy. What does this case say about our current methods for monitoring and managing threats to public safety? Shocking arrest. Tennessee, man attempts to detonate explosives during police raid. Shocking arrest. Tennessee resident allegedly attempts to detonate bombs during police confrontation. Breaking news. You can experience this exclusive report right here. A 54-year-old Tennessee resident is facing a staggering array of serious criminal charges after reportedly attempting to trigger explosive devices while law enforcement personnel were taking him into custody at his residence, the officials report. According to information released by the Polk County Sheriff's Office, Kevin Wade O'Neill was taken into custody last Friday and subsequently charged with 11 counts of attempted first-degree murder. 9 counts specifically related to detectives and deputies present during the arrest, along with 14 counts of illegal weapons possession and an additional charge for possessing components used in creating explosives. The incident unfolded when law enforcement officials arrived at O'Neill's home with existing warrants for his arrest. These warrants stemmed from previous threats O'Neill allegedly made against public officials and law enforcement personnel working in Polk County. Upon arrival at the residence, officers made contact with O'Neill inside the home and successfully placed him in handcuffs. But here's where the situation took a terrifying turn. While officers were in the process of securing O'Neill, they observed something alarming, a smoldering object within the same room where they had found the suspect. Upon closer inspection, the officers identified what appeared to be an improvised explosive device, IED. Recognizing the imminent danger, they immediately evacuated everyone from the premises. Following the evacuation, specialized units, including the Chattanooga Police Department Bomb Squad and agents from the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives, ATF, were called to the scene. These experts executed a search warrant at O'Neill's residence, and what they discovered was deeply concerning. A total of 14 improvised explosive devices throughout the home. Further investigation revealed something even more chilling. O'Neill had allegedly attempted to detonate these homemade bombs, both when officers first arrived and during the arrest process itself. This deliberate action led to the 9 attempted murder charges specifically related to the law enforcement personnel present. In addition to targeting the officers, O'Neill faces 2 more counts of attempted first-degree murder for allegedly trying to kill 2 other individuals who were present during the arrest. A detail that raises questions about who else might have been endangered during this volatile situation. The charges against O'Neill are extensive and severe. 11 total counts of attempted first-degree murder, 14 counts of prohibited weapons, 1 count for each IED discovered, and a single count for possession of explosive components. These charges reflect the gravity of what authorities believe was a premeditated attempt to harm or kill multiple people. O'Neill remains in custody at the Polk County Jail as the investigation continues. And this is the part most people miss. What drives someone to not only threaten public officials, but to allegedly prepare multiple explosive devices and attempt to detonate them during an arrest? Is this an isolated incident or part of a broader pattern of increasing violence against law enforcement? Do you believe our justice system is equipped to handle cases involving such extreme threats against public officials and law enforcement? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Greg Wayner covers breaking news for Fox News Digital. Have a news tip or story idea? Contact greg.wayner@fox.com or find him on Twitter @GregWayner.